Hydroponic biofeed for livestock is the main meal, but not supplement. It's not supplement, the main meal. Actually, it completely eliminates dairy milks, maize germ, and poultry feed. So if you can we had enough time for you to demonstrate for livestock season. You can use this thing, but not supplement. The main meal. You can feed your grass cutters. You can actually it completely dairy and dairy watering milk, maize germ, and very suitable for you. If you can I don't buy anything like inorganic. Poultry strives on vegetation. Feeding them with biofeeds will result in higher profitability across the farm from reduced out-of-pocket feed costs and increased cash flow from products sold as grass feed, and they are all organic. The nutrients composition of biofeed makes it a full feed option for poultry and will improve their overall health performance. Please. Now, look at this biofeed preparation. The topic that I'm handling is hydroponics. You use less water. When you're pouring water on the ground, if you're doing cucumber, and you pour water on the ground, you might even take a whole container of about 100 and something gallons to be pouring it on the ground. But if you're using hydroponics strategy, you use less water. When my sponsor gave me this topic, I was wondering, why am I doing this less water for? And I came to realize that that's even smarter than me. Praise the Lord. Now, the young man is smart. Now, you prepare this wheat grass, you just buy, if you buy 1 cup of wheat, I can show you how you can grow 1 cup of wheat to give you 8 kilos of wheat grass. 8 kilos of wheat grass can feed 1 cow for 1 day with 1 cup of wheat. You can give it to your chicken, you can give it to your rabbits, etc. Please, the next one. You can give, this is the one that is made by corn for chicken. They are eating it, they love it. So, this is corn biofeeds. You can see the corn there. This is how it grows. It takes only 7 days, but you have to do it in a cycle. You have 7 trays, and all of them work in the same way. Water goes into the first tray, then pours into the second tray, goes like that, zigzagly. Before you know it, you have a drain tray below it, and now the whole thing starts itself. It's a cycle. Now, you can save up to 50% on animal feeds while increasing yield by 50% and use 70% less water. You get that? Hydroponic system, our focus is sensitization of livestock farmers on how to increase farm yields and help even smallholder farmers to maximize on returns. Our aim is specially put especially putting a focus on corn, soybeans, wheat to produce biofeeds. Below is biofeeds produced by corn. Go to the next one. Biofeeds, I started 3 years ago with three rabbits. Today I have 152 rabbits in my farm. I can't even know. I used to name them. I call this one John Cena. I call this one Hogan. I call this one, I give them all sorts of names, but now I can't even know their names anymore. I'm just trying to make you laugh because we have been sitting so long. But this is a very serious, this is my life. I'm an IT professional, a very good IT professional. But if I had known what I know today, I wouldn't even have gone to school. Because I wasted my life fighting with computers, twisting things, doing all this while I would have been growing things and making my life better. Praise the Lord. I really don't want to laugh. Okay, go ahead. Now, you see, Hausa people are killing people, burning people up because of access roads. They even promised during the Lawan era that if they can beat the South, that they will give all the Malians access from north to the Atlantic Ocean. Don't you know that there's a treaty they made? That's why they won the war. They could have just simply do this and feed their cows instead of thinking they own Nigeria. Praise the Lord. Okay, pick another. If you incorporate biofeed in poultry diets, you will result in these benefits. Better quality eggs with deeper yolk color, enhanced egg taste, reduced sticky droppings, higher quality meat and better texture, improve health and energy level. It even makes the bones of your fish, the bones of your chicken to be a lot more stronger. Do you notice my children don't go to Burger King, they don't go to McDonald's because the thing they sell there, when you eat those takeaway chicken, you will really notice how they taste. And they taste horrible. I don't eat takeaway, but in Nigeria, it looks like when you are in it, those are the people who eat. They're in what do they call Mr. Biggs? There's so shawarma, whatever, all those names. Over there, they don't do these things anymore. They don't eat them because it's not good for your health. It's inorganic. It's terrible. It's poison. But they would send them to third world countries to come and eat so they can reduce our population. I'm talking facts. If you like, you listen. If you don't like, you think I'm cracking joke, keep on laughing. Poultry. When you are producing biofeeds, you use one in the weight of you find out the weight of your animal, and you feed them according to their weight. Their weight is equal to the weight of the feed that you're going to feed them. You can even mix them. That's what I call, this one I created, this exotic mix. You can mix soya beans, seeds, corn seeds, millet seeds, and wheat seeds. You mix them all together and you now give them all to your cattle, and they will grow fantastically. Advantage of biofeeds: hydroponically grown feeds, early maturity. Broilers are ready in the 28th day, and layers start laying 15 weeks. I purposely wrote this because I did the experiment myself to see whether it would do like that. So I monitored. And another thing I just remembered is all these things that they say, enter agriculture for business, enter this for business, be business minded when you're doing it. I wish those speakers were here. Honestly, when you are starting anything, don't enter it like business. Test it first. Go into it, play around with it, make up your mind whether you want to do that. I started aquaponic and hydroponic farming in my parlor, in the backyard, in my garage. I didn't do it because I want to go out and make money. I did it because I want to do it. Listen, anything you want to do, you enjoy doing, will not be a burden to you. Even if you lose, you can always start again. But once I see we are so desperate, any little drop of money that comes, if we lose, we go insane. Start small, anything in life. Even when you want to get married, you start small. You don't get 24 children at once. Advantages. Eggs of your broilers, of your layers will be brighter in color. You notice if you boil eggs today, if you boil eggs today and you are eating the boiled eggs, you see how it looks. It doesn't look like those are old-time eggs anymore that used to look like rising sun, that red sun. Eggs now look whitish because of all these inorganic and medicines that are inside the things that we feed our chickens and all the things. Nothing is normal anymore. Okay, next one. You can also, you have pigs. I have 5 pigs, and I feed them all with my biofeeds. They don't smell. They are fat. The fat is not so much because they are eating chlorophyll green. So they grow very healthy and their bones are so strong and they have a lot of flesh instead of fat. They mature earlier by 2 weeks. Offensive smell is not eliminated because they are not using all these inorganic things anymore. And the immune system is improved. If you are also with wolves and all that, all these are here. Can you go to the next one, please? Let's go to the next one. We are really rushing. Below is the one, cows eat it. Go again. Your goats eat biofeeds too. They eat biofeeds. Go. It's just that I wanted to show you how the movie here would have been to show you how I create biofeeds, but unfortunately it's not playing in this place. I don't know why. Click it, let's see whether it can play. It doesn't take us to the next page. Praise the Lord. I don't know whether anybody really knows anything about hydroponics and aquaponics. It's new, but it's the next big thing that is going to be taking over the whole place in farming. We have to leave lands and sand for other people, for our next generation. We can't just use the whole land and finish. So we have to think out of the box and try and start using water to do our stuff. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Do you have any questions? You can see my publicity person there.
All right.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Just to cap it up, I think we're running against the time. I'm going to do justice to you are coming here right now. First and foremost, I want to appreciate Farmsby for bringing us down here. My names are Stephen Matthew. I'm a media entrepreneur, and I'm based in Akwa Ibom State. And I crisscross Nigeria Delta doing research, promoting agriculture, and all that. Today, I was supposed to stand in for Dr. Moses Akman to talk about the third sector collaboration using networking and crowdfunding cooperative principles. Now, for you to be able to do a new thing in agriculture, one, you must have the willpower and awareness. So we are massively into creating awareness, such as what Farmsby is doing now. They have a secret which they want you to share with them and make food available. So thank you for coming out to listen to them. I think if we move like this gradually, organically, we'll be able to go a long way in agriculture. Now, in 2 minutes, I've been given to, break even. Now, you need certification. I believe Farmsby will grow to a level whereby you will be certifying other institutions. Now, you also have to break the barriers of, overcoming the thought that somebody will have to fund you. Try to see a way of networking with partners to raise funds, practicing with others, overcoming the fear and spread the good news in agriculture. Then we need to have an agri show, just like what you have started now, Farmsby. You need to move to the next state. If this state doesn't encourage you very well, another state will encourage you. Now, of raising money is that, do you ever imagine why churches, they are not investing in it? It's because of what we call unknown and unnoticed crowdfunding. We need intermediaries, we need aggregators that can raise money for farmers, using crowdfunding, where people can put, if 1 million people put 100 naira, it's better than waiting for one administration to give you 50 million naira to start. So these are the things that we needed to talk about. But now we're in a rush and we need to move. So Farmsby, I want to assure you that the Entrepreneurship Society that brought us here will facilitate for you to come to Akwa Ibom State, use the massive land that is available, use the willing and patient labor, manpower that is available, and do massive and profitable agriculture. God bless, and we hope to see you again in the next big summit that is coming up in the Nigeria Delta. Thank you, and God bless. We have a handbill that will be going around. Should you want to take part in effective training in agro-business from start to packaging, you can come to Akwa Ibom State. The government is very supportive. In short, it was auspices of Akwa Ibom State government that brought Mr. Ford from Canada, and is doing something which over 800 million has been set aside. With a young guy, a Cameroonian, a passionate guy that is into agriculture. Everything we have abandoned in agriculture, we have picked it up again. And if you can invest in Akwa Ibom, the door is open. Just meet us, and God bless.
Thank you very much for that presentation. Please let's give another round of applause. Okay, so we've had a lot of very useful information that has been passed to us today. A lot of slides. So if you want to get the presentation, we have a Telegram channel. So I know a lot of us use Telegram here. If you don't use Telegram, it's very easy to use. It's similar to WhatsApp, but it has more features. So you search for a channel, Farmsby Nuggets. So the Farmsby Nuggets channel, we share agri information there, we share videos, articles, all the slides that were, all the presentations that were made today are going to be on the Telegram channel. So please, you can join there and look for a lot of information. We still have a lot of very useful information that will be passed here. We have one panel session of very intelligent women that will pass here. So please don't leave here. Thank you for your patience. So the next person is from the IITA, or the head of station at IITA. He's going to be presenting Dr. Richardson Okechu, and he's speaking on getting the best yield in cassava production. Please, can we give him a round of applause?
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. I understand that we are tired. It's one of those things, but I'll just be brief with what I want to talk about. My name is Kuma Obiadima. I'm from IIT, International Institute of Tropical Agriculture. Our work is basically to research on some mandate crops, researching to get the best yields, to get the resistant products for farmers. So we work directly with farmers. So I'm going to just talk on getting the best yield. The best yields from cassava. And like we all know, every time you listen to FAO, United Nations, and the likes, they tell you that Nigeria is the largest producer of cassava. That is the truth. But the truth again, or the sad truth is that when you look at cassava, out of 100% of cassava that we produce, we only make use of 5% of it. 5% goes into the industry, and 5% goes into our belly. And countries like Thailand will invest 95% of whatever they produce in cassava and consume 5%. So that's why we are not making anything out of agriculture, especially in cassava. So we have come to also make us understand that when it comes to cassava, you can get the best that you can get from. Please, next slide. Next slide. I'm going to rush this. Now, when you look at it, we have low yields compared to other international countries, compared to other countries. And the reason is not perfect, like what I said earlier. Then you look at the information I also have there too. We cassava starch market. Someone came up here to talk about cassava starch market. Is predicted to reach $66.84 billion by 2026. So there is a lot to get from cassava as a crop. Please, next slide. Cassava as a crop told us that, for example, the starch that we talked about, most of the pharmaceutical companies make use of starch as the binding agent. That is what they use to bring their drugs together. You go to companies like Lessing, what they do from producing whatever you take from Nestle, from cassava. You also next slide, next slide. Okay, please go back to the other one. No, go back to the slide I have.
talking on using locally available resources for value addition. Using locally available resources for value addition. So we're going to give them the mic to talk briefly. And if you have questions, it's really going to be exciting. If you have questions, please ask me, please. I'm so sorry for wasting time. I should start with, okay, I'm going to start with, all of your bosses. Okay, we'll start from the beautiful CEO of Landra Farms and the person of, just introduce yourself and tell us what's up.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Good afternoon, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk. My name is Haircare, and I'm a poultry farmer here in Port Harcourt. I have my farm located at Boba Market, around Boba Axis, and I can say I'm a proud farmer. Now, when I got a mail to come for this show, would I call it a show or an event, I expect to see old people. Most times when I get invited to talk or to meet people, I'm so surprised to see a lot of young people that are into farming. Like, it's amazing. Most times when I come out and people ask me, are you a farmer? You don't look like a farmer. And I'm like, how is a farmer supposed to look? And we're always going into, oh, they actually above 40 or 50. I'm seeing a lot of 20s here, a lot of 30s here. I'm so impressed with Port Harcourt. I'm so impressed. So let me not go further. Let me talk about, I'm talking about value addition, finding what the market wants. Okay, I'm not here to talk about theory. I'm here to talk about practical. Let me use myself as an example. I read English and I mastered in English language. I had the whole dream of becoming a lecturer, doing my whole doctorate, going further, to actually further my studies. And I started working for a company called Vesa Fisheries. I was working as their HR manager, and they sent me to Lagos Business School for a course. Now, in the Lagos Business School, we had about 50 people in class, and there were two guys and one lady. They always come and they park their cars outside. Different people from different walks of life. So the day they now told us to introduce ourselves, they stood up and they said they are farmers. My eye opened. Why did my eye open? Because where I'm coming from, Port Harcourt, I was raised here, and my own parents, they're all here, everybody's here. Here is all about oil, per se, oil companies, I never knew farmers could look like that. Because they were farmers and they looked well dressed. They were, in fact, I think they are, by the end of that course, they are among the most intelligent people in class. When I look out of their windows to even see the cars they are carrying, I say, hey, can farmers be this rich? Is there money in this? I started thinking further. So me, as an Igbo girl, I'm from Anambra State. Yes, sir. I just shifted my chair because you will shift your chair to where you see progress. You won't shift your chairs to those people. So I shifted my chair to them to say, please, which farming? Tell me more, because where I'm coming from, I've not seen farmers that look like you guys. I've not seen farmers that look like. So we got talking and they said, okay, come over to our farm. They are from Ibadan, Yoruba boys. And that was my first exposure to farming. I went to somebody's farm, a young man, probably up to 35. I saw young people, men, that have acres that are not interested in buildings. They are not interested in building houses for rent. They're not interested. They are feeding the nation. Long story short, I saw them. They have this what should I call it again? Cocoa production, cocoa for chocolates. They are one of the major exporters in Nigeria. I also went to their own poultry section. I was wowed. I went to their cow section. I was wowed. I said, this is in Nigeria, because I'm sorry to say this, although I was born and brought up here, I've traveled, Lagos, Abuja, out of the country, but I've never really been in that space to see nature, to see a group of people that actually mean something to this economy. You know, when you say you feed a sector, a particular sector of this economy. So that's something. I came back to Port Harcourt. Remember my topic, value addition. While I was in the office writing, my mind could not leave what I saw. You know, the piece, I saw people producing. There is a pride when you know that, oh, this your egg is sold in my one market. You're buying my eggs. There's a pride when you know that when you go to my tree market, you see women buying from you. I produce this. I made this. I don't know about others, but for me, that's what I wanted. You know, to know that I somehow, in my own little way, contributed, or I contribute to the economy, to this sector, to this state. So I came back and I resigned. Before I resigned, I went to my own feasibility study. I think I'm talking about value addition, what the market wants. I went into my tree market, I went into my one market, you know, I started asking questions. A friend of mine was doing her child's dedication, and she wanted to get goats. So I followed her. And I think that period they had certain insurgents in the north. So goats couldn't come into Port Harcourt. So I know how actually expensive. Like, madam, wait, goats never come. You know, say we wait for those Hausa boys to bring in trailer. I say, I don't understand, because when I was in Lagos for that Lagos Business School training, I saw a lot of goat farms. I saw where people walking and they point at their goats. You don't need to go to my tree market to one particular Hausa man to all you knew far, or they'll now tell me I should go to, let me say, Igruta. I started thinking, what do we really need? I went to every emporium. I went to next time's market. I went to market squares. I saw the eggs on the shelf. I saw, and I now turned the back, they were from Ogun State. We still, even as I speak, after building my farm, a farm of over 5,000 beds, I still cannot supply to every day. You know why? I am fully booked. If you come to meet me and say, oh, please, madam, I want to be buying from you. I want to buy 200 crates. I want to buy 300 crates. I'll tell you, I can't put you in. I'm fully booked. So that's to show you that there was a market. Get my point. I first did a market research. I had to know what value am I bringing. And of course, if my product will go. So I saw that eggs is needed still in Port Harcourt. Till today, they are still calling Ogun State, Ibadan, Lagos, eggs are coming in. You know why? Because the farmers we have here in Port Harcourt, we are not yet enough to feed the state. In fact, we are like, I don't want to fraction it. We are 5%. I don't feed my one, no. I don't feed a section. Maybe I'm feeding Joe. I don't know. But the dream was, okay, if I have 5,000 beds, maybe I'll start sending my own, maybe I'll start packaging, maybe I'll start sending my own eggs to the shelves in every day. When this place, what's her name? Genesis manager called me, Genesis Cinema. She wanted me to supply to the whole of Genesis. I don't have the capacity till date. So that is what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about you have to find what the market wants. Right now, the farm is up and running. I'm thinking, that goat farm that I don't need to go to Igruta somewhere to just go to a very big goat farm, you know, or actually somebody using your own backyard to just sell 1 or 2 goats. I don't need that. Can't we have people selling goats? You will sell. You know where you will sell? Because food always sells. Food will always sell tomorrow. If it was just anything, you will know that actually what happened during the COVID era, where we had to go on a total lockdown, the governor still said farmers should move about because he knew that food is essential. You can't do without food. So that is a necessity. Finding what the market wants. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That was on finding what the market wants. Okay, so Latifa Mustafa is going to be talking on non-food value addition. Yes, as regards farming.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone.
To
Forgive my tone of my voice. I'm already quite exhausted because I've been talking all day. I was going to have this session a lot earlier when I was a lot more energetic, but I hope I can still exude that same energy even now. Okay, so my name is Latifa Musa, and like you heard Honey say, I am a civil engineer by trade. So that's what I went to school, I studied, and I practiced for a few years. However, I'm just going to tell a little bit of a backstory before I talk about what I do currently. So there was a wave of, say, around 2013, 2014, when I was in university, where everyone started to move from relaxed hair to natural hair. I mean, the ladies in the room will understand exactly what I'm saying. There was a time where everyone thought natural hair was just a play. You couldn't comb it, you didn't know how to style it, you didn't know what to do with it. But sometime around 2013, 2014, everyone started moving into doing natural hair. Now everyone is proud of their natural hair, to flaunt their natural hair and show it off to the world. But it wasn't always like that. Now, it took a group of people. Now, I can't say who those group of people are, to come up with this idea whereby they wanted to show that the African hair wasn't something to be ashamed about. It wasn't something to look down on. You didn't have to relax your hair or fix your hair in order for you to be proud of your hair. So they started to create products. They started to show styles. That's where you have companies like Shea Moisture, Cantu, now coming up and showing out natural hair products. This was something that didn't really exist at the time because everyone wanted to have their hair straight and silky like the white man. That was what we all wanted, even though our natural hair was never built to be that way. Okay, so I as well jumped on that train in 2013. I came back home from Nigeria and then I told my mom, I didn't like my hair anymore. My hair wasn't looking good, it wasn't looking healthy, and I wanted to cut it. So I went to the salon to cut it, and everyone was begging, please don't cut your hair is so cool. But I'm looking at my hair, and I know that because when I was in secondary school, they didn't let me relax my hair. So I saw the beauty of my hair in secondary school. Do you understand? So I was wondering, why is it that the hair was beautiful then? So this one that they say, if I relax the hair, and I do something to the hair and make it nice and silky to be better, why is it that my hair is not looking happy? That's what I used to say. That my hair is not looking happy. I didn't have any knowledge about it, so that was the only way I could describe it. So I decided to cut my hair. And my mom begged, everyone begged. When I went back to school, I cut the hair. I started to follow the trend of people who were making use of natural products, agricultural products, mixing them together to make products that they could use for their hair. That's why you started having people knowing how to use avocado and egg to do leave-in conditioners for your hair. We never used to think about that before. Our grandmothers used to use shea butter and cocoa and coconut oil and palm oil. But in our generation, we didn't understand the value of that. We had to now go back to our roots, go back to understanding it. When I came back to Nigeria, I used to have a lot of friends that saw my hair and they're like, what do you used to use? And then when I tell them, they're just surprised. It's just avocado, it's just egg, it's just mayonnaise, it's just coconut oil that you mix together. And your hair looks so nice, it is soft. Basically, it's solving all the problems, all the things that they wanted the relaxer to do. Natural agricultural products were solving it for them. So then I decided, okay, I'm going to make a line, right, to cater to people. Because when I came back to Nigeria, it was very hard for me to find those products. Coconut oil you can find because a lot of people do hot pressed. Yeah, but you can't, it's hard for you to find good quality cold pressed coconut oil, especially, it's usually very expensive to buy. So I'm like, I want to make a finished product that girls are going to love, they are going to enjoy, and it's going to be very affordable. So I wanted to go into haircare. During the COVID-19 pandemic, I put up a video, a WhatsApp video that changed my entire life. I was making my normal skincare products. I was not disturbing anybody. I was in my house enjoying my COVID-19, but I was bored. So I decided to put up the process on WhatsApp. Buzz that I got. I did not believe that a lot of people were really looking for natural products. But everywhere you go to, you see organic products. They say, but if you use it will change the color of your skin. So it's surprising to me that there are still a lot of people who still want to maintain their natural dark chocolate caramel skin. They don't want it to change. So people were surprised. I would go to my house, I would go to the back of my house, I would pluck the aloe vera myself, I would extract the gel myself, and I would use it to make my cream. That was what was wowing all of them, and that was what they were interested in. I was like, okay, so then that means I can go into this as a full-time business. I am so embarrassed at the first set of products that I released when I thought I could save the world with my skincare products, because I thought I had hit jackpot. I decided, okay, fine. If I'm going to do this professionally and actually serve the market and serve the people who need it, I will need to take a class. I paused. I went out there. I basically searched for people who were honest, because a lot of people say they are using natural products, but that's not true. Natural and organic are two totally different things. If I go to the back of my house, I get the aloe vera plant, I extract the gel, it's not the same as somebody who buys it packaged. That is chemical based. That somebody in the lab sat down and said, okay, if we combine these chemicals together, we're also going to have aloe vera gel, and the package that is 70. It's not the same thing. So I wanted somebody who was pure and somebody who would be able to teach me how to make use of these products and also give me the results that my customers need. Now, anytime people come to me and ask me, so what's the aim now? What is the goal? What do you want to do? Alira is a natural skincare brand that I put together myself. I'm very proud of myself. All of this happened in COVID, by the way. So the COVID-19 pandemic wasn't all that bad, at least not for all of us. So some of us made something out of it. Civil engineer, development practitioner, and now I have a business of my own, which I'm very proud of. It's still in its baby stages, it's still growing, and I'm still learning. I'm learning from my customers, I'm learning from my tutors, I'm learning basically from nature. Alira is based on nature. Everything that we do for our skincare brands, and even when we branch out to fully going into hair care as well, everything will be based on nature. So, just like Connie said about the topic for today, I didn't make too many notes, I just glanced by the notes because I don't want to talk too much. So, I just want you to see how you can, she's talking about having a poultry farm, going out there, doing her usability study. That's exactly what I did as well. Everyone wants the products. They want something natural based, but a lot of the time when they get it, they get natural products that are altercated. They have chemicals inside of it. People just lie to you just to sell to you. That's not what Alira is about. Alira is all about having a natural blend of products that will keep your skin glowing. It will maintain your natural skin tone and just improve your general skin care. And that's all we are about. So thank you all very much for listening to my TED Talk.
Okay, so I won't go far to into my mind. So okay, I'll just tell you a story of how it all started. Why you did. So what is added value? Added value trading. So when you see something and you go out there to make a research, you work with it, you start from where it starts from scratch, be a farmer, and you're doing cocoa, and you go for cocoa farming. After planting cocoa for a long time, and you find out that you sell cocoa and you export cocoa, and somebody comes to sell chocolate to you, and they make 1,000 times more profit than you, and you're somewhere in Nigeria, and you felt like this is not fair, and you go further to look for who want to research into processing, and you move to them and you tell them that, look, this thing, there's gain for processing, and you do a lot of research, and you meet other people, people combine, you start doing research, and you go further to produce those cocoa that you're already planting into chocolates. You're in Nigeria, and then you connect to someone out there doing marketing, and you bring your products, that's what they call value chain, added value chain. You start from the scratch as a farmer. That is your core area. And then you felt like there's something more to cocoa farming. And you say, I want to go there to do processing. And you go out there to research. Do you understand? And you, after researching, you meet people who are out there and you collaborate. Unfortunately, when your Lagos people don't really collaborate. Look at what she said. She said, I think it's on land grants. I forget. I thought I was going to name. Like, and I was like, land grants. She said, no, not land grants, land grants. So she met people and she felt like she needed to go to start her poetry, right? So added value chain starts from the beginning. You're the planter, you expand to manufacturing, you now move further to like bring it to market and people are buying your product to the large scale. Do you understand? So until you're up to that and you're just a farmer, you've not really reached that value chain. Do you understand? So how did this start my road? I was a very secret child. When I was growing up, I was the first. I had 4 siblings now. That's a very secret. People think I was a secret. I wasn't a secret. I was an ace. So I don't eat everything. If I eat, I have natural stomach. I just keep purging and stooling. Very natural the hair. So I have my brother that will come around and she will now be doing safely before I eat. Squeeze it, give it to me, and a lot of issues. And then the guy used to flog me when I was very young. He flogged me, I will fence for you. So I needed to survive. So whenever she does these herbal things, and I won't eat a lot of good food, I look at my body and I just realize what that thing is doing to me. So I actually growing up taking a lot of natural things. So a lot of things. Growing up, I had an ulcer naturally. But out of the herbal things I used to take, it went off. So I started understanding what vegetable fruit does to me as a young person. So my mom has to buy juicer and blender so by default. I need to survive. But thank God, nature did its own course and I got cured. Because I was also reacting to a lot of drugs. So I don't take some drugs. Online paracetamol will put me in trouble. So I need to. So I grew and I started doing some things with myself. And a lady came to my house. Okay, my parents are my friend the teacher. And said, what you're doing is called food therapy. So you come to the house and you're having fruit juice free and like, can't you think for business for that? And that was how I started my business. So I learned it firsthand. And I went somewhere, a lot of places, traveled just to have experience of what to do because I was using for business. As I created my business and I discovered I had a lot of leftover. I'll buy tiger nut. I'll do tiger nut drink and I will throw away the shaft. And you know how much tiger nut bag costs now. And I went to the food scientist where my department is. Okay, I actually work I'm actually working in the University of Science. And I asked them, what can we do? You tiger nut spoils like 2 days when you do it. And I started doing research. And I discovered how to do tiger nut and you can take for 1 week after production. And it's in the fridge. I don't like in the fridge. And I did that. And I told myself I can't be trained tiger nut shaft. It's a waste of time. So I'll buy the tiger nut bag. I will flake it. I will now set them in a brown, they will chew. I will now do the grinded one and pack it so I can buy from me, right? I will now do the tiger nut milk and then the shaft. People who are into baking or people who have poultry, come and buy the shaft. So from the seed to everything to the milk, I was making it. Do you understand? So I kept trying different for different things. So now told me watermelon shaft, you can actually use to feed poultry, you know. So some of us here, you have poultry farm. You don't know that our farming in the Farmsby, you use chicken dog. That was what I call Landers farm. I said they don't have chicken dog. Before you plant the house farm, you use chicken dog. I know that for fish farming, the water there is actually manure for something else out there. So these are things you do, you look at. So when you're doing, you say you're a farmer, you need to go the next step further and ask yourself, what else can I do to add value to this? If I'm into poultry, is there anything I can do? Obebe spoke to us here. Obebe said it's poultry, I think so. He now found out that he can use poultry intestine to feed fish. Obebe entered into fish farming. He's not here, but I'm going to say that.
So he needs everything about it. So the fish farming feeds his now he now discovered that the water from his fish farming can actually be nutrients for his food, and he has poultry. It's into vegetables right now and does cabbage. So he recycles everything in his farm, like from start to finish. And I will go further to say we are not in a community or in the state where we have people combining things to do things together. If you are all like she's complaining she cannot provide for Genesis, but if you're somewhere in the West, you won't have an issue because you have friends who are the same time who are poultry farmers like you, and you can aggregate everything into life. It's no one man business, right? I like processing, and I didn't know what to do, and I like farming, and I know I don't have strength for farming. I just asked him. I asked and I asked and like, okay, I didn't want to do this farming. I'm enjoying it, but I'm into the processing line, right? And that's asked friends. And I think today I'm going to tell the story of how that family. So I had it, and I asked them, if I stayed with you, I said, I'm looking for friends who are into family. I want to see what we can do together. Like, I know me, I have business skills, so we can do something. Could you introduce me to Fancy? And yeah, I'm in Fancy. Kojo is there. Kojo is there. I'm seeing that for the first time, right? Because she's a friend. So this is how I went to Farmsby. And I started doing so now with my business skill, I can now relate with family. Do you understand? It's networking. You can't do everything on your own. Try to relate. You can't see you're hiding everything you have. Move further. Talk to people. People who are into your own business skill, talk to them. There will be a larger market out there that you cannot be able to do. You work to the it's an issue here in the South. We don't want to work together. You just be a one-man person. Meanwhile, there are things out there that even here we can't aggregate. Okay, so we had an issue once. Okay, I will give every speaker that spoke here. The export promotion process. I met him 2 years ago. Community event, local government event, and I invited him to my local government. And in that period, he wanted cassava like Gary for exports, and the whole of River State cannot provide Gary for him. He has to go all the way to Ibadan and meet a manufacturer that could supply that Gary. So Ibadan is in River State, but that company can produce the whole of River State Gary in 1 day. Do you understand? So it's not all about you now going there and you farm on your own. You have cooperative. Can we all come together as cooperative? If you're into poultry cooperative, so that's what we call added value. So when you're doing this and you feel you move to the next order and you want to go to process, from there you cannot go to processing. And we can connect and say, okay, you're into processing. Can we combine this and do one thing? And that's how you keep moving. So adding value. So until you start from the scratch, and you go on to the way that you can do processing and then send out there. You've not finished the value, you've not added value. So because a food cycle. So I'm going to end with this. It's not something you have to work alone. It's not something you have to do all man. Because out there, people are doing a whole lot of things. River State farmers, we cannot even feed ourselves. So we see how people coming all the way to feed for us down to River State. But if we come together as cooperative and we are working together and we aggregate and we stand up and share the money, maybe we can have a bigger project and we can say this project, let's face Genesis, let's face this, let's face this. So what I'm saying is because I'm also learning in evaluation. I can't do it alone. I have friends in Ibadan. Sometimes I have issues like, okay, come lie to you. I'm like, why did you form a committee for this? Then you guys can work together and do something together. That's, and you know, when the evaluation taking, I'm like, now I can sit down, I can tell myself, especially, even if you're at this level, I don't think you've actually done the whole valuation, but added value. So even me speaking here right now, I've not really added total value. But you're doing it, but I'm in the process. Yeah. So the same thing I can say, we can do it. And then with your own community, so what am I saying? With local products, very poultry, very to fish farming, very to a lot of things, we can look at it. And research is very important. If you have an issue, I work in animal biology. There's food science out there. A lot of students do projects, and that project goes to the shelf. You can work to that department and say, let's see what the project aspect are doing, process it. Who knows what you're looking for? Someone that has done it as a BSc project, and you can just work with it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
The round of applause It's been amazing. It's been amazing. And I don't know if we can still take questions, but if you have any questions for them, meet them. They're beautiful women. They're very approachable. Ask them. Okay? We don't have time. We don't have time. And there's quite few. A round of applause for them. Thank you so much, Latifa. Thank you, Precious. Thank you. Thank you so much. Fitness Farm, thank you. So this is the final section. And it's been really nice doing this with you. Farmsby Everyone Conference and trade show on the theme financing and developing agriculture through collaboration. All right, so I'm going to walk up on stage before our final speech. Manager of Solopad Multi Ventures Limited, Mark Oluwafemi Benzi. It's going to be talking about smart farming using semi-mechanization. Thank you very much. Round of applause for you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. It's really been awesome doing this with you. Okay.
Yes, I'll be fast. And everybody is going already, and I hope this is empty. Thank you very much. My name is Mark Oluwafemi, and I'm going to be fast about this. Let's talk about Solopad Multi-Venture is just a venture or a vendor, a company, or a business. We're looking into, our major thing is this, we're looking at how we can get inputs available to farmers that could actually use them. Because I could look at from the programs this morning, we've been talking about how to get funding, how to access money, how to access this agriculture. But the truth of the matter is this, if you don't have a good understanding about how to spend the money, you end up wasting the money. If you cannot have access to good inputs too, you'll still end up wasting the money. And so one of the reasons why we are here is that we just want to showcase what we can actually, we want to tell you those things that you can actually use to get your agricultural venture to get a good result like what you needed. Because we find out that over the time, agro inputs are available everywhere. We have so many agro inputs out there that you think buying it for this certain purpose, but by the time you start using it, you realize that they're not giving you the result you actually wanted. And that's what Solopad Multi-Venture is there, just to like let you know that you can actually get good inputs and also some understanding of how to use them. We've had experience over the years that some persons buy agro inputs, but they don't understand of how to use them, such as some pesticide, fungicide, even fertilizer as the case may be. Because looking into vegetable farming, you need all those things to control your vegetable. Someone was talking about organic farming. Even at that, you still need some organic inputs to actually produce those organic foods. But if you don't know how to administer or how to use those inputs, you might not be able to achieve that result you want to achieve, and you end up spending more and achieving less. One of the things we're looking into is this topic we're talking about smart farming. Smart farming using semi-mechanization. It's just a way of saying how can you do agriculture? Talk about crop farming, thereby you don't have to give yourself the headache of looking for those heavy equipment. The first speaker I talked about, we're talking about clearing and the likes like that. Getting a machine to clear your land is very expensive and not even available. How do you go about it? To get a tractor in the village, for instance, maybe to get a tractor down there. But there are smaller machines that you can actually get and use to do those things. But if you don't have understanding of them or you don't know about them, you might not know. The truth of the matter is this: while the first speaker was talking about clearing land and like that, we realize the fact that most vegetable farmers are going to vegetable. I want to do vegetable, I want to do vegetable. If you have a good understanding of that vegetable you want to do, you actually get it right. Most people make the mistake from the beginning before the end. You clearing your land. If you are doing your land clearing for agricultural purposes, and you are using a D8 machine to clear the land, I tell you, you have killed your farm yield for a whole year. Not just for a cycle now. because you are using a G8 machine to clear your land for agricultural purpose. Because these machines, we don't know about them. We have D6, we have D8, we have D11, D13. What happens to those D6, D8, whatever? They have different purposes that they are used for. The only acceptable machine to clear agricultural land is a D6 machine. If you're using a D8 machine, you have killed your yield for that year because the vibration of that machine alone will compact the soil, which will affect your crop from establishing. And if your crops are not well established, they will not give you that resource you're looking for. No money, use fertilizer, use everything. It's a practical thing that happens. So these are some of the things that we do at Solical Ventures. We enlighten people on how to go about agricultural practices. You clear your land, you tilling your land, the seed, the choice of seed, the choice of chemical, the type of planting, farming operation, and the likes like that. And that's what we're there for. So doing semi-mechanization, start from land preparation, power tillers. Power tiller is a semi machine that you can use to actually till your soil. If you can have access to a big tractor, perhaps in the area where you are, you can have access to a big tractor and you still want to do agriculture. You can use a power tiller which is readily available. Talking about cluster farming, but the second speaker talking about cluster farming, a lady was asking another question. Having a cluster farmers around you, you can actually access this power tiller. Not too expensive. This is a power tiller. All persons that want to go into vegetable farming can afford this, and it will be useful for them for at least 8 years if what to take care of. And you can as much land as possible at your own convenient time. You don't need to wait for a tractor or people to come and plow for you. But this will do the land tilling for you. Even in your county, no matter how far the place is, even if you cannot get there. So we are looking into how we can actually make things much more easier for farmers that are doing vegetable farming, because vegetable farming it's so wide that certain things need to be put in place. They are so minute. I think they are not too important to pay attention to, but they are the one undermining your yield. Also, at Solical Ventures, we try to let people understand the fact that when you are making your choice of seed, you need to have an understanding of what you're doing, else you'll be wasting your money from the beginning. I'll give you a very clear illustration. I met a man one time ago. He said he wants to do, he has a farm. He has about 27 hectare land, and he's cultivating cassava. And I realized that he told me he has spent about 15 million naira on that cassava farm, which ordinarily that money is huge. But the question is this: he said he has not even realized half of the money. But how did you spend the money? When we did the farm analysis for him, we realized that he wasted 7 million on, he used 7 million to create a problem that he was using the remaining 8 million to solve. Now, he doesn't have the understanding of how to go about these things, and he felt he was doing a very good job to him. But at the end of the day, he was in turn creating problem for himself, and he was spending his own money to solve the problem. So when you have understanding about these things, these are some of the things we do for events like this, or even farmers. When we see farmers are in a particular area, we go there, explain to them in details your land clearing, land preparation, farm input like your seeds, your pesticide, your fungicide, and the likes like that. Most farmers today, they are doing vegetables. You spray some certain chemicals on your farm, thinking you are helping your farm. I tell you, actually killing your farm. I have about a tomato project, about they have about 17 greenhouses filled with tomato. The tomatoes were doing very fine. But the time they were applying their pesticide and the likes like that, they had a challenge with it. Now, they were actually trying to help the plants to be sustained, but at the end of the day, they were killing the plants. And that's the problem. I also know that did cucumber farm. They do cucumber farm year in, year out. But because they don't have understanding of how to go about those things, it was only killing cucumber farm. So at Solical Ventures, what we do most of the time is this. We try to enlighten farmers on how to go about this thing. And there's one thing we do as well. We try to tell everybody else to do vegetable farming. You need to have understanding of your mathematics. Someone talked about mathematics the other time. I don't know the mathematics, the poultry person. If you don't understand the mathematics, you will still waste your money. And I'll go by the mathematics. Let me use cucumber for example. If you want to grow cucumber, if you are doing an acre of cucumber farming, you need to understand the mathematics of the input, then you can have understanding the mathematics of the output. First of all, you should have nothing less than 13,600 stands of cucumber on an acre. If you have that, that should cost you about 400 grams of seed. Now, if that was 400 grams, see, you need a pesticide of about 4 liters to spray the farm from the day of planting till your last harvest. You need about 4 liters of fungicide to take care of the farm. You need about, if you're doing inorganic, you need about minimum, let's say 8 bags of NPK. Now, why am I saying all these things? If you have understanding of these things, you will not waste the money buying excesses from the early stage, which will in turn be a waste to you, and you'll be calculating, I have spent 2 million, I got 500,000. In the recent, it was only 500,000 you spent on the field, and you're getting 500,000. If you are doing an acre of cucumber farm, and you're not getting minimum 320 bags from an acre, for example, you're not getting it. You're only wasting your money, because if you do the mathematics of cucumber, for example, each cucumber stand should give you should give you 10 fruits per stand. These are the vegetable. And if each cucumber seed is giving you 10 fruits per stand, we calculate a minimum of 5 fruits. 5 fruits times 13,600 should give you roughly about something thousand. Divided by, let's say, 90 in a bag. You should be having about 7 or something bags. We now put that worst case scenario, you should have 700 if it is well done. These are calculations. But someone talked about something the other time that you cannot venture into something you don't have an idea about. It is good to seek for the knowledge about that particular thing you want to grow. Be it cucumber, tomatoes, pepper, whatever it is. If you have a good knowledge about it, while you are doing it, you could know whether you're doing it right or you're not doing it right. Secondly, if you're investing your money too, it's good to have understanding of what you're investing in. Thereby, the person handling the field will not mismanage the farm for you. Like, there was one man that I knew, he's so passionate about agriculture. He invested almost about 20 million on about 20 hectares of tomato open field. At the end of the day, you know what the manager was doing? Because the manager that he doesn't know anything about the farm. Whatever inputs he brings, because he thought if he buys the input by himself, the manager will not swindle his money. So whatever input he brings, the manager have the inputs, take it to his own farm and use. So when the man comes to the farm, like, what happened from? The manager always snaps a particular portion of the field all the time to the man. And then send a picture, stand up a very portion. So when it gets to the time they need to harvest, the man realized that the harvest was getting a harvest on just 1 hectare. And he's sending money for input for about 20 hectares. Now, when the man comes to the field, he doesn't have understanding of what is going on there. He just come and see, because he feels he has the money. Just come and stand like, okay, well done, you're doing fine. Okay, go for this, walk away. Now, at the end of the day, we realize that he's just doing the way. So what we do is, as Farmsby Ventures, we try to enlighten even people that want to invest their money in agriculture, how to go about it, how to do it very well, and also how to achieve a good result. Talk about smart farming. Smart farming, of course, I've spoken about smart farming here, bringing technology to agriculture, doing agricultural smart farming, also introducing some equipment. They are also smart farming. So look at my venture, we try to make available all these equipment that you can actually use, like your property lab, you have your boom sprayer, you have your motorized sprayer that you can actually afford, and can help you cover a large portion of your field in a short period of time. But there's one important thing that we talk about.
Thank you so much.
Lastly, let me just tell you something. Lastly, there's one important thing we always talk about. Good agricultural practice will always make you have a good result. And we always advise, seek for knowledge about the particular thing you want to do. Ask questions to people that have done it before, so you can actually have a result. What I'm trying to do is like, we have some videos of some semi-mechanized implement that you can actually get and also use. We have a video on the slide, but all the time I don't want to go through the slide. I just have to summarize it. So thank you very much. Our slide doesn't have the input, whatever input you need for agriculture. At least we could make it available for you.
Thank you very much. Smart farming, so limited. Thank you very much. A round of applause. If you want more information, their stand is there. You can go there and find out more. Okay, so this is a conference paper, and it's not the least, even though it might be the last today, but I want to welcome on stage Mr. Ukeme Joshua Inya. He is the managing director of Brave Heart Farms Limited,
Nigerian representative of Bamboo Science and Innovation, BSI, a France-based NGO organization. It's going to be speaking on commercial viability of bamboo production and export. A round of applause for Mr. Ukeme Joshua. A round of applause, sir.
Thank you very much. My name is Ukeme. I'm delighted to be here. I want to thank the organizers of this event, Farmsby, and for allowing bamboo to feature in this event. I'm impressed by everything I've seen here, and I have learned a lot. Before I go on with my very brief presentation, I would like to play a 1-minute 30-second video, and then I will say something about that. Thank you. So the video you just watched is a project I have been involved in the US. There's bamboo being cultivated here. That's the scale of bamboo planting that is happening around the world. I have been working with bamboo for about 9 years now, cutting across East Africa, Asia, and maybe Nigeria. So today I want to talk to you about bamboo. Traditionally, bamboo is thought of as a poor man's timber, but it is becoming green gold. Bamboo is gaining acceptance globally. Bamboo is multifaceted. And for us here in the Niger Delta, by the way, I come from Akwa Ibom State. In the Niger Delta, we have lots of bamboo, but we have not put them to use. There are incredible usefulness of bamboo. And for some time now, we've been working to raise awareness about bamboo. And I came with some products that you may want to walk by and see, bamboo products. On the next day. So I'll start with my presentation, and I want to keep it very brief. I may want to sidestep some of the things here that is not really relevant to this event, but maybe I'll just hit on the very important parts of my presentation. Okay, so this is the name of the organization that we're using to work on bamboo development in Nigeria. I'm also the secretary of the Association for Bamboo Development in Nigeria, an association we registered to to advance the agenda of bamboo. So in Community Development Center for Bamboo and Rattan, we're talking about bringing people together to push the culture or to promote the culture of bamboo for sustainable development and economic growth. We are passionate and we want to make bamboo become mainstay in the areas where bamboo exists, especially in the South here. So we want to entrench bamboo in our communities. So I had to modify a little bit of my of the topic I was given. So this is the topic: bamboo value chain development for economic sustainability in Nigeria. So as you can see, this is the flag of Nigeria. We have bamboo in abundance on this part here, and we're lucky to come from this part of Nigeria where there is abundant bamboo occurrence. And it may interest you to know that there is no one established bamboo nursery or plantation in Nigeria. You can put me anywhere. So what we have here grow and spread just like that in the wild. So we have other parts of bamboo, and we have two predominant species of bamboo here: the Bambusa vulgaris and the Oxy abyssinica. Those two bamboo, when we took them for analysis, we brought some guys who came here, we took some bamboo for analysis. It's good for bank notes. I mean, you could use it for paper. There are a lot of things you can do with bamboo. I am already very demoralized, so I may not want to go very deep on this. I'll just be going. Thank you. So bamboo can be used for flooring panels. If you walk by the text there, you can find some of those items. And it's, like I said, it's a multifaceted material or resource that could be used for several things for in terms of climate change mitigation. Bamboo stands tall. And then we have a lot to do with social development aside from the economic aspect. So it's a woody grass, but it's very rich in biomass. Biomass here is holds great potential in Africa, especially huge potential in renewable energy projects. So next step. So bamboo could help conserve about $1 billion of the scarce foreign exchange in Nigeria today. For those of you who travel out and in, you know that it's very difficult to get foreign exchange, dollar and all that. So it can also save Nigeria and bring in a lot of foreign exchange, because there are some products that are very easy to make with our bamboo here. Our bamboo is sturdy, and a lot of things you can help in diversification of income opportunities in the communities. So next. So more than, here I said that a faithfully or a well-articulated and faithfully implemented bamboo value chain program can create 200,000 jobs in Nigeria. That is in 12 months, and 400. This is not me just telling you this. This is empirical. I've been involved in projects in the Philippines, in East Africa, in Tanzania, in nearby Ghana that I just came back to attend this event. We are having projects there. There's a one region, one factory project happening in Ghana now. It's taking a lot of people out of poverty, engaging people meaningfully, and ultimately helping in environmental sustainability. So we have 2.5 billion people around the world use bamboo in one form or the other. Even the toothpicks that we still, you can't imagine having toothpick travel all the way from China to Nigeria. It's a shame. So we have that. This is like the least thing you can make with bamboo, by the way, toothpick. It's the least thing. There are many, many other things. We have in record 10,000 recorded applications of bamboo, but not all that will apply to our client here. So in terms of speed of growth, bamboo is the #1 plant in the planet. So in terms of soil protection, I know many of you know about some of this information, but I came here not to tell you something that is new to you, but to raise the awareness that with bamboo, we can do so much and many more. So please, let's go. Okay, so I think I'll skip this model for the sake of time. And let's stay here a bit. Value chain with bamboo potential. Hundreds of bamboo nurseries are needed in Nigeria. We need to start collaborating. I would like to talk about collaboration or to discuss collaboration with Farmsby to see how we can have presence in River State and neighboring states, so we can see how to set up nurseries. And you know, we have vast land in this part of the world, I mean this part of Nigeria, but we're not using it. So we want to see how to start harnessing bamboo to create value for profit and social good, like it's done in other climes. People are planting bamboo even in those places that bamboo are not native, but here we have them and we're not doing anything with them. Okay, so bamboo hitting the SDGs, we know, so we can skip this. Skip this, please. Okay, so I want to talk about the investment opportunities in bamboo. There are lots of investment opportunities. I already mentioned the nursery and plantation that need to be. You may want to ask me, how can I use the bamboo in my backyard? Or I have some bamboo I saw in my village somewhere. I would like to put it to use. We can tell you how. Because the demand for bamboo, currently my company have some demand from a company in California for us to be sending bamboo slabs, a partially processed bamboo slabs in containers to America. It is very easy to process and then send it out there. So there are lots of things that could be made, even ranging from school furniture. There is nothing you could think about doing with wood that you cannot do with bamboo. You know, some people who know nothing about bamboo will say, oh, how about the insects? Bamboo once treated can outlive you or any wood anyway. So a target of, okay, we could have integrated factory per state and all that. Please skip it. Okay, so bamboo factories, building material factories, flat boards, ceiling boards, and all that. Let's go. I'm trying to work with time. So in the investment opportunity, this is what I call bamboo slabs. We have a demand for this. And even in Port Harcourt, I know there is a lot of bamboo here. So if you can operationalize a place where you can make this, which is very easy, even some local fabricators can make machines, they can fabricate machines to make the bamboo slabs, just like a pattern thing, but bamboo, then you can have, you can be sure that we will take it from you and send it to our buyer in America. So we go next. And then we also have demand for this. You know, some airlines do not use single-use plastics anymore. So bamboo is the in thing. You can see the cutleries over there. So this is from Air Canada. We're supplying to some companies who then supply to these airlines, but we can't get enough of it. We know that there is lots of bamboo and we're starting to plant them. So it's an opportunity for you to look into. Okay, bamboo and the environment, I think it is already known. I would have wanted to speak a bit on it, but because of time, and I know everyone here probably tired. So, in conclusion, I say here that no other plant has the ability to interrelate ecological, social, and industrial functions, including the purification of the soil, water, and air, the creation of a green economy via the localization of renewable products, alternative fiber, and the establishment of a secure, sustainable energy source like bamboo. This is what I can say to you in conclusion, and then I'll have the pictures rolling while I make my concluding statement. Please. These are some of the products from bamboo, and these products are sought after the world. I mean, everyone is looking for it. It's not cheap. It may not be affordable in Nigeria, but there's a market in Europe. Bamboo is a luxury material in Europe. I mean, it's not affordable to just anyone. But if we have a lot of it here, and we're not doing anything with it, so it beats. I really don't know what to say. In my state, Akwa Ibom, I am championing bamboo development. I established the first bamboo toothpick factory in Akwa Ibom State, and I consulted for the state government who also put up one. And I've been going around Nigeria. I've been consulting for about 9 states in Nigeria. I consult for countries. And in my team, the experience we have in bamboo is up to 100 years combined. So we are working seriously to ensure that Africa can also, we will be speaking in the AU about bamboo. We're trying to push bamboo agenda. It is something that can engage a good number of people, depending on the scale and on the aspect of the value chain that we are interested in. So I want you to think bamboo because bamboo is growing, so you will not be left out. Thank you so much for having me. Okay. Sure. Questions, please.
Yes, I just want to appreciate Farmsby for helping me. You know, sometimes you have to take risk in life. When I started planning towards coming to this conference, something kept telling me that I was going to meet somebody very important. I was actually programmed to attend World Bamboo Day some time ago with the former Speaker House of Assembly included in the trip. But I had 2 trips to make. One to Mexico with the former World Heavyweight champion Samuel Peter, and to go for the bamboo. Because I wasn't sure who is facilitating this other one, I decided to go to the other one, to the boxing match, and I missed this man. Ever since, I've been trying to track him. I went to the factory he's talking about, do a research, but I could not meet this man. It was like, how will I ever meet this man? Are you getting me? This man is the next person happening in terms of bringing us. Some 8 days ago, because of partnering with mentors towards developing affordable fodder. Fodder are those things that Mauga was showing you people about hydroponic. One of the roots that makes constructing hydroponic fodder very cheap and accessible. And somebody in China asked me, say, if you can get this wood, he sent me a whole prototype of how to do it, but how to process it, there is a small secret. And that secret lies with this particular man. So, sir, thank you very much. Today you are going to adopt me. Are you getting me? The Farmsby will be my manager. Are you getting me? Anything I'm going to do with you, we are brothers. But I will recognize the fact that without Farmsby, I wouldn't have met him. So, since yesterday, I saw him just by the balcony of the hotel. And I didn't feel like leaving him again. So thank you very much for bringing this. And I think nobody here should go without getting his contacts. Please. What he's saying is the truth. And in the next few years, those things you have started 9 years ago will start manifesting. Thank you very much. God bless you. Photographer, have you taken the shots? I don't want to miss the shots. Okay? It's very, very important. Hello, have you taken the shots?
Thank you so much. Do we have any questions, please? Okay, just that one. Thank you so much.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Alex Ilekwe. On this bamboo thing, I belong to the building industry and we use it a lot, especially when we want to do slabs. The one thing I observed is that there are times you buy this bamboo, you see that some of them are strong and not matured before they were. Now I want you to shed light. How long, if you plant this, how long does it take to mature so that you can cut and use or export it? Another thing is, like we have every other plant, now we have the modified types where they is their yielding capacity and the other. Do we have it in this bamboo crop also?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so on how long that you can grow bamboo to use depends on what you're going to use it for. Bamboo, the regular gestation period would be 3 years for mostly the things that you use, especially stick products. Stick products are basically skewers, toothpicks, and some other stuff. I mean, in that low value product category. So sometimes there's some bamboo that can stay up to 5 years. Those that we use for the flooring, that you can see there, it has to mature up to 5 years. So the species of bamboo is up to 1,500. Not all can thrive here. But we have two very important species, that's Bambusa vulgaris and the Abyssinica, O Abyssinica. So it depends on you. You're going to the bush to get bamboo, to the farm to get bamboo. People who are to harvest bamboo need to be trained to be able to identify mature bamboo. You can find very huge bamboo that is just 1 year and it's not mature, so there's nothing you can do about it, bringing it down. So your next question was? Oh yeah, there is, I just came from INBA event. INBA is an International Bamboo and Rattan organization. We congregated in Accra, Ghana for a study tour. And it was very insightful that we saw different species that were brought from China and other places that we're still trying to do a trial run on it. And one thing I know about it is that there is tissue culture bamboo, and there is the seedlings, you know, the biotechnology and seedlings. There are some species that can be improved and altered, you know, in terms of the characteristics. So there are. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so our final speaker today is Mr. Francis of Dinomad, right? One of our vendors. I'm sorry if I didn't say it well, but Mr. Francis, and he's one of our vendors, and it would be nice if we have him come on stage to tell us more about his business. A round of applause for Mr. Francis of Dinomad Farms. Thank you very much. Please don't be offended. You've been here for so long, and you're not the lead speaker. You're even one of the best speakers today. Please keep it brief, and this will mark the end of the conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Like she said, Francis Belgium Weber, the manager of Dinomad Farms and Services Limited. We are having our operational business inside Rivers State University, which used to form UST, inside Rivers State University. That's what I won't waste your time. I don't like wasting time. We are into Dinomad Farms, not Diplomad. We won't be give them DP, then Dinomad Farms. That's what we are known as. Dinomad Farms is known for, mushroom production. It's strange to many of you. When you talk about mushroom production, how do you do that and all the rest? People go to the bush to look for mushroom. A long time ago, you could go easily to the bush and harvest mushroom, but now it's no longer that way. So at Dinomad Farms, we produce mushroom. We have 3 species of mushrooms, and we produce even more. We have Ganoderma, which is a medicinal mushroom, very good for health. We have oyster mushroom. We produce milk, we grow milk butter, it's milk and all the rest of them. Right now, our mushrooms are selling. If you go to Spa, you go to Market Square all over Port Harcourt, Benin, Bayelsa, Umuahia, and all the rest of them. We can't even satisfy the market demand at the moment because mushroom is very rich plant protein, and also vegetable, safest at the moment because of the attendant health challenges in consumption of certain, animal protein and all the rest of them. Apart from them, at Dilomot, we run training. Some people in Akwa Ibom, some people buy another states. They buy our colonized bags. You wouldn't understand what colonized bags are. They are what gives you the motion. So it's highly scientific. Involves a lot of technology and science. As a nation, Nigeria does not produce mushroom at the moment. Rivers State is the capital of mushroom production in Nigeria and is at Dilomat Farms. My MD just came from a summit in Abuja. He said just last week, they said Nigeria can generate $4.something billion on mushroom production. Some countries like Sri Lanka, some organizations in the UK, they send us mails to export mushrooms. It's not really mushroom that we do. We produce noni. Some of you are aware of noni. We have NAFDAC approval for all our products. We produce and market noni. If you go out there, you see some of our products. Noni, is a supplement and also very rich in preventive properties. A lot of people are susceptible to some ailments. You see somebody every time, malaria, mosquito, this and that, and all of that, arthritis and all. I have something. I asked if I could forward something during the time I was told about this program, so that we could, watch some of these things, but I couldn't get a feedback or if nothing. I've been watching something about some of our products and so none is very rich. I mentioned if you Google, if you browse your phone, you get information about none. Unfortunately, some of us are, buying the imported ones. Some of the imported ones contain a lot of sweeteners and all of that makes it very difficult for someone, a diabetic patient, but ours is purely, operating in a university environment and the caliber of people that are doing it. So it's pure no adulteration, no sizzler, nothing. What you're getting from us is pure non. So it's for you to know. We produce wheat job. A lot of people spend a lot of time to watch weight and all of that, get involved in rigorous exercises. There are things you can eat. We have wheat job. If a bookie gets to know it, you will go there and you'll be buying it and think you are eating meat. You wouldn't know you are eating wheat job. We have it there. We produce noni powder, moringa powder, moringa tea, noni tea. You go to supermarkets, you see noni tea and all the rest of them. We are running a training on mushroom production. Mushroom is one crop that you can, the most lucrative crop in the whole world. You harvest every 24 hours. It's not as if once the bags are colonized, all you need to do, no fertilizer, no chemical. You just water your mushroom bags, and every day you are harvesting. You harvest, you wonder, how do I preserve? You preserve, you dry your mushroom. Spa, Market Square, hotels, they are looking for it. Right now, we don't have to give. We are still, trying. So we have people coming up for training from next week, rather. The training will be coming up. You need more information because what I'm giving you now is very, very brief. You come to Dilomat Farms inside River State University. You come, we take you around, see what we do there and all the rest of it. You get more information and get acquainted with what we are doing. So Dilomat Farms is not only mushroom. I mentioned noni, I mentioned wheat job, I mentioned noni tea, and all the rest of them that are made on that. So it's for you. It's on this, perhaps the only textbook on mushroom in the continent of Africa at the moment is coming from Dilomat Farms and Services. When you have this, you get acquainted with mushroom, but then after reading, you need the training and better passing through the training and reading the book. So come to Dilomat Farms and get more information about this. I told you I will waste your time. I'm done. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you everybody that stayed, and I really appreciate you guys. So we finally come to the end of the conference, the first edition of the Farmsby Conference. Thank you to everyone that made this success. Thank you to the speakers, the presenters. You were all very wonderful. I learned a lot. I'm sure everyone else here learned a lot. So we're wrapping up now. I want to say thank you. We're bringing more editions of this conference as time goes. So please just be part of Farmsby. Join us on social media. Join us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, we're everywhere. So thank you very much.